What's up, Big X? You were first. Big J's fucking hot. I'm fucking hot. COVID-19, are you my father? I don't think so. I did have sex with your mom, but it was not in her vagina. We got a situation in Galveston, Texas, where a female truck driver, 65 years old, wanted to get her money out of the bank. And because she was in a tractor trailer, because she's a fellow trucker, she had to go inside. Now, in Texas, just got rid of their mask mandate. Texas is a free state like Florida and South Dakota. So, I guess this woman's from Oregon. She goes inside the bank in Galveston, Texas. She wants to withdraw her money because she's pissed at the bank and she doesn't have a mask on. And the people in the bank don't want to serve her because even though Texas does not have a mask mandate right now, I guess the bank still has a mask rule. So technically the bank was in the right to refuse her service. But I still want to fuck with the Galveston police because the cuckold police officer that showed up on the scene and fucking threw this 65-year-old white woman to the ground over not wearing a fucking mask. Order 66, the Galveston Police Department. I want their phone lines fucking tied up and their website crashed. I want the name of the officer, and as soon as I get the name of the officer, I'm going to post it, and we're going to destroy that guy's life. Because places like Texas and Florida and South Dakota, you don't throw people to the ground for not wearing a fucking mask. You know, he thinks he's some kind of tough guy throwing a 65-year-old woman to the fucking ground. And she's probably a tough old bitch. I mean, God damn it. How many 65-year-old women drive tractor trailer? But I don't give a fuck. They don't care because she's white, bully. That Karen video, Jay, it doesn't matter. That cop was a fucking cuckold. Order 66, the Galveston Police Department. If you guys aren't with me because the old lady was a Karen, well, she's actually not a Karen because Karen would be wearing a mask. Father, are you supporting BLM now? No. Head like a half-blown dandelion. Yeah. The police are going to find out where you work and show these to your employer. Dude, the Galveston police can't do jack fucking shit to me. An Order 66, it is a fictional thing out of a Star Wars movie where the fucking Empire hacked into the software that was controlling the fucking the drones, or not the drones, the slaves, whatever they were, and ordered them to, to have a mutiny against their owners. So I'll go to court any day of the week, and I will represent myself, and I will bring in Star Wars expert after expert after expert after expert until the judge says, get this horse shit out of my fucking courtroom. When I get people like Genova up there as fucking expert witnesses explaining exactly what an Order 66 is, there's not a judge, a jury that would take it seriously. That's the beauty behind a fucking Order 66, is because you have plausible deniability. It's a fictitious thing from a fucking movie. What the trolls do with it, that's on them, bro. Not my problem. Order 66. Yeah. You imagine fucking calling in expert witnesses. And fuck, I'll call George fucking Lucas to the... You imagine fucking calling George Lucas as a fucking, as a witness to explain the Order 66? I mean, come on, man. Now, as stupid as Jason Genova is, by calling what he does an Order 66 was a brilliant fucking move, because he's got plausible deniability. He's not telling people to fucking do anything. He's just saying Order 66. Plausible
violation. 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
Just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit. What's up, Zach? Why do you have swastikas in your name? You know my flavor. Father, Lenny and Rob's new videos are stupid. Yeah, but look, your average Big Lenny fan isn't that bright anyway. I mean, you got Genova fans, you got Delray Misfit fans, you got Big Lenny fans. I mean, obviously the Genova fans are really the stupidest. And then I would put the Big Lenny fans in number 2 for being stupid. I mean, I like to think that the Masters militia, my fans, are more intelligent than your average Delray Misfit maniac. I like to think that my fans are the special forces of the Delray Misfits. Jay, you're in Galveston right now? No, I'm not in Galveston. I'm in York, Pennsylvania. Special needs. The malt liquor militia. Right, the MLF. The malt liquor militia is the special forces of the Misfit Maniacs. Like, you got piss troopers, and think of the piss troopers is like it is like the people of Afghanistan that don't like the Taliban. And think of the malt liquor militia is like a group of Navy SEALs or Green Berets that goes in there and trains them to become an elite force. An elite drinking task force. Well, Green Pie Intelligence Agency. Oh, fuck, that's a good one. MLM will be a certified hate group by next week. Yeah, we hope so. What's the issue with the Galveston Police Department? I live about 30 minutes away. One of their officers took down a 65-year-old white woman who's a truck driver who simply wanted to get her money out of the bank. And the cops slammed her and treated her like shit, took her down to the fucking ground and handcuffed her simply because she wasn't wearing a mask. Malt liquor militia include PMs, Father? Um, yeah, I'm sure we got some PMs in the MLM. Father, what's the best state to live in? Uh, Wyoming, maybe? I mean, most your wealthy Republicans, like Dick Cheney type people, are retiring to Wyoming. It's the new Colorado because the Democrats have ruined Colorado. I really want to. No, Dale lives in North Carolina. I really want to fuck over this cop. I'm waiting to get his name. I'm gonna dox the living shit out of this guy because I'll tell you what, masks are such a hot topic. I don't care if I break the law and dox a police officer. I'll find somebody to pay for my fucking attorney. There's somebody out there that would pay for my attorney if I dox a police officer that fucking abused a person for simply not wearing a mask. Father, what type of guns have you fired? Nothing that crazy, bro. Most powerful handgun I've ever fired is a 44 Magnum. I happen to own a Ruger Super Red Hawk in 44 Magnum with a 9 3/4 inch barrel. And yes, I did say 9 3/4 inch barrel. Not quite a tan 1010. 9 3/4 inch barrel. Um, that's the most powerful handgun I've ever shot. The most powerful rifle I've ever shot was a 7 millimeter Magnum deer hunting rifle, bolt action. Um, so nothing that crazy. Vodka shots. That's fucked up. Rob versus Train to be a Freak. You know, I really don't want to get involved in that. Um, I've never met Train to be a Freak in person. Um, I've met Robzilla in person. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to fist fight Robzilla. Um, and now, when I was younger, I was just like Robzilla. Robzilla could be my son. Um, so I'm definitely a little bit scared of Robzilla, to be honest. It reminds me of like how I was when I was like 19 years old. Um, Now, Train to be a Freak, he's basically a washed up high school fucking football player who sits behind a computer all day and carries around 40 pounds of extra fat. I mean, it is what it is. Trained to be a freak. I mean, I hate to make it sound so bad, but you admitted that you're not in shape unless you're like 240. You said you're 275. So you're 6'2", 275, but you said at 240 you look good, and I believe you. So you got 35 pounds of blob on you, and trust me, I got twice that on me. I got probably 70 pounds of blob on me. So I know what 35 pounds of blob does to a man. I mean, that's going to slow you down. Rob's 6'2", 240. You're 6'2", 275. He's younger. He's lighter. Um, he, he's got less to lose. He's crazier. Um, I don't know. I mean, trained to be a freak. You were an offensive lineman. Now, I don't want to rip on you because I like you, but offensive linemen are basically slugs. If you would have said you were a defensive lineman, I would have known you had some athletic ability and at least some meanness in your brain. Offensive linemen are like slugs. The guys that don't have the athletic ability or the aggressive behavior, those are the guys that you put on the offensive line because they're not mean enough and they're not good enough athletes enough to play defensive line. So when Trained to be a Freak says I went to war with guys, he's telling the truth because the guys he was playing with were much meaner and much better athletes. I mean, that's just the way football is. The guys on the defensive side of the ball are going to be meaner and better athletes. So, opinion on white Muslim and white Islam. I'm not even going to comment on that. But, I mean, I'm not 100% convinced, that I mean, yeah, Rob likes to party, but calling the man a fucking bipolar drug addict, that's a little harsh. I mean, according to Trained to be a Freak, he doesn't have the money to be a fucking drug addict. According to Trained to be a Freak, he's got a $10 an hour job. You can't be a drug addict on a $10 an hour job. You just like the Train to Be a Freak said, snorting coke is expensive. So Rob's not doing coke every day, people. So Lenny's got a fight in October against Mr. G. That'll never happen. Look, the fight between Robzilla and Train to Be a Freak is never going to happen. The fight between Bruno the Ref and Mark Lubliner is never going to fucking happen. You know, I rip on Adam McLeod all the time. And those of you guys that like to record my clips, start recording right now. Because I'm about to say something nice about Adam McLeod. You know, Adam McLeod and I, we met in the park, December 26, 11 o'clock in the morning, Spanish River Park. You know, it wasn't the perfect situation for me. I would have rathered it be at a gym. I would have rathered it been in a real ring. But I fucking showed up. And you know what? So did Adam. So I'd like to give a shout out to Adam McLeod for showing up to the fucking fight. A lot of these other fights that are being talked about online are never gonna fucking happen. All right? Listen to me now or hear me later. A lot of these fights that people are talking about are never gonna fucking happen. So at least Jay Masters and Adam McLeod got together and fucking threw a little hands, you know, until I blew out my pec. So that's all I got to say about that. At least we did it. It may not have been pretty. It may not have been good. In fact, it might have been horrible. But at least we did it. And I guarantee you, all these people that are in the Genovaverse that are talking about fights and getting together, you know, I'll fight you here, I'll fight you there. They're never going to happen. They're never, ever going to fucking happen. Jay Masters and Adam McLeod should go down as fucking legends because we actually did it. And I fucking mean that. I don't see anybody else with the sack to do it. I see all these other people out there talking, running their fucking mouth, but I don't see no sack. I mean, come on, man. I don't see no sack. You guys love that. 10-second fight, then tears. Dude, I tore my pec, you asshole. Jesus Christ. At least I showed up, and at least Adam McLeod showed up. Even though McCuck beat you mercilessly, I have to respect for you guys for actually doing it. Right, right. That's my point. Nobody else is going to do what me and Adam McLeod did. Mark my words. Lenny will never fight Mr. G. Rob Zilla will never fight Train to Be a Freak. And all these other feuds going on, Bruno and Mark Lubliner, never going to happen. So if you guys are giving the win to McCuck until somebody else fights, I'm the second. I'm the silver medal champion of the Genovaverse. I'm I'm standing on second on the podium. Like, you know, Dale usually is in third place. I'm in second. Until somebody else in the Genovaverse fights and we have another winner, I'm second. I'm better than Dale. How about that? Sometimes nobody shows up and you automatically win. That's true. You got it. Hey, I know Genova said that, so it sounds real stupid, but it's actually true. You're not responsible for who shows up and how well your competition performs that day. You play to win the game. You know, obviously, I didn't show up to play to win the game. Well, actually, I did. When I fought Adam McLeod, I did play to win the game. That's why my technique was so horrible. Because I was going for the win right then and there. Right then and there. I knew if I sat there and boxed, then I was going to be out of gas. And I didn't have time for him. I wanted to go for the knockout right away. First round. I was playing to win the game. Didn't work out. Oh well. If you had an MMA fight in 1 year, how would you train? Well, I would stop drinking and stop smoking cigarettes immediately. And I would start walking. I would start walking tomorrow. Yeah, I would start walking because I can't run with my knees. If you guys think I'm gonna jog or run after what happened to my knees, you're fucked. But no, I would quit smoking, quit drinking immediately, and I would start doing real world cardio tomorrow. And when I say real world, gym cardio doesn't really count, even though it works your heart. It's still not real. There's nothing better than working the streets. Real road work. So I would quit drinking, quit smoking. I would start doing real road work. And for me, at my weight and my conditioning, that would be walking. And I would have to completely for the short term give up lifting weights, because for me to prepare for a fight properly, I would have to hit the bag so much to actually learn how to fight, I wouldn't have the fucking energy to lift weights. And if I was still juicing a little bit, I'm going to maintain my muscle just hitting the heavy bag. That's what Lenny should do. If Lenny's really going to fucking fight Mr. G, which I don't think will ever happen, he should get some DECA and some test and some D-ball and just train like Rocky. He's training for the fight. Who, Lenny? No, Lenny's not training for the fight. Have you ever thought about having a child? I have thousands of children. That's why everybody calls me father. You know, I saw Transform X made a post earlier today on his story, trying to rip on me for people calling me father. Dude, the Misfit Maniacs are not the first person to call me father. I back in the old days, back in the 90s, when I lived in northern Michigan and had deer hunting property, all the locals up there called me father. My buddies up there that I used to drink with and have big fires with and smoke a little doobage with, they called me father. So, Transform X is so fucking jealous. Salty banana, NOK $50. What's NOK? I don't know what that means. Did you really just send me $50? No, 50 cents. Benefits of smoking cigarettes for bodybuilding. Well, Marcus Rule smokes cigarettes in the off season. I could never bench press 600. You look good for 535 at the meet. Yeah. But you don't train that way. I trained to blow up 500 fast as fuck. I had never ever training for that meet at the Boynton Beach Barbell Club. Not one time did I ever think about ever doing more than 500. I never even thought about it. I didn't think, well, 510, 520, 525. I never thought about it. Not once. And that's the honest to fucking God truth. I trained to make sure that I was going to ram up 500 with authority and not struggle with it. That was my plan. And because I figured nobody else was going to do 500. So if I did 500, I was going to win. And I wound up getting lucky because that big black dude that was there missed 490, had to try 490 a second time, And you're never going to get a weight on the second attempt. Unless you're really fucking lucky or real stupid on your first attempt. I trained to get 500 as easy as I possibly could. And I made it look easy. I did it right. Now, could I adjust things a little bit and train the same way? I don't know. I have after what happened to my pec and my shoulder on December 26th, after Adam McLeod literally beat the living dog shit out of me, I have actually no interest in going for the world record in the over 50 bench press. The thought of 545, I don't even want to think about it. It's not important. Like, who really cares? Who has the over 50 world record in the bench press? There's like 3 people in the world that care about that record. The person who has it, his wife or girlfriend, and his mom. You know, so, yeah, I just don't see myself risking my health and another catastrophic injury. Not going to do it. Pudding? I ate that pudding. Dude, you guys remember that truck driver next to me that gave me the pudding 2 nights ago? Dude, he had a fucking heart attack last night. Fucking ambulance came to the truck stop last night and hauled that guy away in a fucking gurney. I'm not even joking around. The pudding pounder. That pudding was trying to Bill Cosby you. Serious question, Father. Any tips on how to increase your standing long jump? Yeah. Well, for one, I would squat. Power cleans from the floor. Stiff-legged deadlifts. That's going to be your number one workout. Power cleans, squats, and stiff-legged deadlifts. Okay? Absolutely. That's the best workout for the standing long jump. Power cleans, squat, and stiff-legged deadlift. Now, I would do that on Monday. And then Thursday, I would do a hang snatch or a power snatch, followed up by the front squat, and then my third exercise, stiff-legged deadlift. Because you always pair the power clean with a back squat, and you always pair the snatch with a front squat. Because you don't want to overtrain. And if you do your front squats with the clean, you're overworking that range of motion. If you work your back squats with your snatch, you're overworking that fucking range of motion. So you mix the two up. You stagger it. That's why you put the back squat with the power clean and the front squat with the snatch. So you change it up. and then you can do the stiff-legged deadlift after either workout. And then I would be doing a fuckload of plyometrics. I love the 5-hop. I used, when I was a college track and field athlete, I used to do 5-hop, where you start from a standstill and you do 2-legged 5-hops for distance. And it's nice if you can get to a football stadium or a track and you know, figure it out so you land in the sand after your 5th hop. That's perfect. And even better, if you can get some hurdles, and this is going to be a little scientific, but if you can get a measuring tape and you're on the long jump runway, you know, with the sand pit to land in, after you go over the last hurdle, do a 5-hop over fucking low hurdles. Five hurdle hops for distance. That is one of the best power producers for the lower body I've ever done in my life. I think my best hurdle hop, and nobody's gonna believe this. I did like something really fucking crazy. Like, oh, I could do 5 foot in between hurdles, no problem. Like a 50 foot 5 hurdle hop off 2 legs, boom, 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 nah, no problem. Because, you know, 10 feet sounds like a lot, but if you land 5 foot in front of the next hurdle, you only have to jump 5 feet and pull your feet up to get over the next hurdle. And as long as you go, you know, so if you're doing 10-foot hops, you can easily do a 55-foot 5 hurdle hop over low hurdles. And I've done it. I couldn't do it at my age, but dude, in my younger years, no problem. I did 55 foot fucking 5 hurdle hops easy, holding my fucking breath. I used to set up that drill at Bowen Fieldhouse at Eastern Michigan University. And I used to get the high jumpers, the pole vaulters, the long jumpers. You know, I would get all these really good athletes, guys that were way better athletes than me. And I said, you think you can jump with me? And we would start out with, you know, pretty easy 5 hop over hurdles into the sand. And then we would start stretching out the hurdles. Dude, at like 200 fucking 80 pounds, I could out jump everybody on my I just said my black team, my track team. But yeah, they were black. Dude, I was 21 years old. I guarantee you. I think I did a 5 hurdle hop with 11-foot spacing. I think that was probably my best ever. So that'd be like 60 feet because you're gonna start. All right, if you got 5 feet at 11, that's 55 feet. No, it would be 65 feet because you're going to start 5 feet behind the first hurdle and you're going to land 5 feet after the fucking last hurdle. I guarantee you, I hurdle hopped 5 low hurdles, 65 feet. Dude, I almost made the Olympic trials, assholes. I was a fucking jumping motherfucking fool. Whatever, don't believe me. No, wait. Yeah. Yeah, 65 feet. I know it doesn't sound believable because I'm a big lard, but I'm telling you guys that there was a time and a place where I could jump with the fucking brothers. I mean, I had a power clean 365. I can't remember if I did 365 for 3 or 5. I can't remember. 5, I think. I never got a 405 clean. Would you shrivel away if someone took your steroid drugs away? Well, yeah, because I don't make testosterone anymore. When I was 40 years old, my testosterone was 179. I went and got blood work done and got on legal testosterone 12 years ago. So without test, yeah, I'm going to shrivel up and go away. But no, I, dude, I'm barely doing anything right now. I'm doing 1.5 cc's of test. Not even 1.5. I got 2.5 cc syringes that I bought off fucking eBay. They aren't even 3 cc. They're 2.5. And I fill it up halfway with test, and then fill up the other half with Primobolan 200, and I do 1 shot a week because I'm not going to waste gear. I mean, when I'm benching 225 for 15, there's no sense in wasting gear. I mean, I could be doing a pro bodybuilder cycle right now, and I'm not going to be any stronger. So why waste the gear? So I'm doing a 2.5 cc shot once a week. Half of it is test enthanate, half of it is Primobolan fucking enthanate. So, I don't think I would shrivel up if you took away my Primobolan, but don't take away my test. My dick's not even going to work if I don't have test. Actually, I don't even care if my dick didn't work. Women are a pain in the fucking ass. Where do you pin at? If I got a hotel room or I pin in the fucking truck stop shower. I always pin in the glute. If I'm pinning in the truck and I got to be sitting on my bunk bed, I pin in the front thigh. I prefer to pin in the glute, but I just can't pin in the glute in the truck without a mirror. Father, will you give me good advice for $6? I'll give you good advice for $2, you dumb fuck. What the fuck's wrong with you, son? Subcutaneous injections to the scrotum are the best. Honest. Yeah. I like subcutaneous shots into the belly fat. Not welcome at Bradford Manor. Who cares? Stop talking about Bradford Manor. Does Valerie still talk about me? I mean, come on, man. Does Brad still talk about me? Come on, man. It's time to move on. I haven't heard much from Leo lately. I still haven't seen the video where Lenny's good friend from Canada, what's his name, has his fucking words to say on Leo. I forget his name because Big Sexy wants to know why order the 66 of the police. Those cops are pussies. Yeah, Aladdin. That's not his real name, though. Jay, have you ever killed anyone? No. Bench is my weakest workout. Any tips to get it better? Yeah. Stop doing so much triceps for one thing. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, what was the worst accident I've ever seen? I've really never seen anything that bad. I think I saw. I mean, I've seen some sports cars that didn't stop as fast as they thought they could, and they wind up with the rear bumper of the semi in their windshield. That's about the worst I seen. I seen I think it was a Corvette, and it was so far underneath the trailer on a semi that rear bumper of that semi had to have knocked that guy's head off. But I think I fucking cried after I went by that. You guys make fun of me like, oh, Big J, baby J. Shit. Nobody deserves to fucking die. I I do cry. You guys want to make fun of me? Go fuck yourselves. I'm a fucking man. I'll tell you what. The women I fuck, they don't give a fuck if I cry. Fuck. Sometimes you can almost use crying as a way to get a fucking blowjob. I mean, come on, man. You pseudo macho fucking cucks. Dude. Sometimes you can use crying to get some pussy. Babe, I love you so much. I'm just so upset right now. I just don't know if I could make love to you properly. Well, babe, how about if I just give you a blowjob? Okay, I'll try and, make that work. Meanwhile, you're like getting your dick sucked. I know no one's going to believe my story about the 5 hurdle hop, but I perfected that drill. And remember, back in those days when I was 21 years old, I could squat 600 for a triple raw. I mean, I was nasty. And I could hang clean 365 for 5. I mean, come on, man. I think I squatted 505 for 15 raw. So if you don't think I could hop over 5 hurdles at 65 feet, go fuck yourself. I'm almost positive my best ever was 11 foot of spacing in between the hurdles. I'm almost positive. I remember trying to go for more, and I realized that it wasn't going to help me in my sport. I was turning into too good of a hurdle hopper. See, that's the thing about drills. If you get too good at a drill, and you're always trying to improve your PR on a fucking drill, there's no carryover to your sport. Nobody cares about your PR on a fucking drill. No one cares about my PR in a 5 hurdle hop. You know what I mean? Fuck your PR. So you got to keep it relative. That's why it's almost better to do things you're not good at. You know what I was terrible at? Because I'm just a stupid Irishman. The standing triple jump is a great drill for power. Standing triple jump. If you guys don't know you guys all know what the triple jump is from track and field, and guys run and they do the triple jump. Well, if you want to create fucking power, a good drill is the standing triple jump, where you start from a dead stop. And you got to start, and you got to do them on each side. You do a one with the left leg, then you do one with the right leg, then you go back to the left leg. You want to feel like a retard and make yourself look stupid. Do some standing fucking triple jumps, and you will make yourself look stupid, feel stupid, and you might even get a good laugh. You want to talk about creating power. The standing triple jump, it is an incredible drill to increase power. Thoughts on Robzilla backing down from the fight? Robzilla didn't back down from nothing. What's wrong with you guys? What was your best standing long jump? I never really did that. Uh, my best drills for power, I like to do the 5 hurdle hop, um, and I like to do the standing triple jump. There's a few more. But my thoughts were, because I was so powerful off 2 feet. That's why I was so awesome at the hurdle hop. And so I thought my weakness was the standing triple jump, and I did them off each leg. And I was terrible at them, just fucking terrible. And I should have done them more, but I was fucking terrible because being a power lifter, you know the fucking hurdle hops, I was a natural at that's like frog leaping, man. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I was terrible at the single leg or the standing triple jump. Just terrible. But I was an absolute amazing hurdle hopper. Ever light your fights on fire? Farts on fire? Not since the 7th grade, but it's early. I locked myself out of the truck, you dumb fuck. What's for dinner tonight, Jay?
Upcoming violation, 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
Would you be good at strongman bully? No, I'm too short. Not welcome at Bradford Manor. Well, I'll tell you what, Brad's not welcome anywhere I'm at. That's fair. How many years have I been on this planet where I was just fine never going to Bradford Manor? And now all of a sudden there's this Bradford Manor place, and you guys think it's going to change my life that I'm not allowed there. I mean, come on, man. Won't this Order 66 put you in prison? Absolutely not. I got expert witnesses. We all know you missed him. Eh. Lenny said he hates working out with you. Yeah, that's good. Nobody likes to work out with me because I do my own thing. When I work out, I don't compromise. I do my own thing. Prince filming at Bradford Manor now. Probably. Jay, I got my test level measured at 427. And you're 51 years old. Huh. That's not a bad number. But technically, since you're below 600, you could get a prescription. So here's what I'm going to advise you. I want you to go get the TRT. And I want you to do the full CC a week. But I want you to split it in half. Like Tuesday, Friday. And I recommend Tuesday, Friday as opposed to Monday, Thursday. I like the Tuesday, Thursday for the TRT. So your test is highest over the weekend when you're going to be banging bimbos and fucking, pissing in chicks' mouths. So go get the fucking TRT, do the full CC, which that's going to be about their limit, legally to prescribe you. And then before they call you back in for your blood work, what I want you to do is I want you to cut your fucking dosage in half, but not tell anybody. I want you to keep your fucking mouth shut. Like, when they schedule you for fucking blood work that week, you fucking skip your fucking Thursday shot. So, you're going in for blood work. You do your Monday half CC. Thursday, Tuesday, you do your half CC. Friday, you're supposed to do another half CC. Skip that shot. So that way, yeah, it's going to kind of fuck you over for fucking, smoking crack and banging prostitutes that weekend. But that's okay. That's going to save you cash in the long run. You skip that HRT shot before you do your next blood work. And then your blood work comes back fucking sweet. Because we don't want to fix you too soon. Or think of it that way. Don't go getting better too soon. Never get too better too soon. Robzilla has replaced Jay, and it's fantastic. I know, I love it. Now nobody wants me back on the podcast, and I couldn't be happier. Big Lenny has more fans. Of course he does. Dave tried to make Dorian apologize. I think I saw the video about the Jew thing during World War II. Dorian's kind of a fucking idiot. And Dave's kind of a fucking Jew scumbag. So the truth is in the middle, honestly. I mean, the Nazi work camps were exactly that, work camps. Like that, those were slave labor camps. Those weren't death camps. Those didn't become death camps until the Nazis were losing the fucking war. And they couldn't afford to feed their fucking slave labor. They couldn't even afford to feed their fucking soldiers. So, I'm never going to dispute the fact that there was a Jewish Holocaust, ever. I'm not that stupid. But I seriously question why they would be mass exterminating their free slave labor. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, you would never exterminate the Jewish men, between 15 and fucking 40. I mean, come on, man. So the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Yes, there was a Holocaust, but those weren't just death camps. Those were fucking forced labor camps. Where, you ever see Schindler's List? They were making fucking ammunition and fucking shit like that. Are you banned from the podcast? Yeah. Brad Wolf said, if I ever show up to the podcast, he is going to single-handedly whoop my fucking ass. He would drop. Dude, I just said that joking around to troll Brad. You guys are morons. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? They were making soap, Jay. Do you think you ruined the Misfits? Yeah. When I met Lenny, I saw this ogre that had homosexual tendencies. And I saw that Andrew was taking advantage of him and making money on him. And I thought that Andrew was a real cocksucker for making money on this dumb fuck's back. And it has been my life goal to break up the Misfits so that I can start actually making money on gay porn with Lenny. The Misfits aren't the Misfits without the father. Well, that'd be like saying the Misfits aren't the Misfits without Danzig. Are you banned from the podcast? I wouldn't. I'm. I'm not banned from the podcast. Just Brad. Brad owns the podcast equipment, even though he keeps it in Andrew's house, and that's the honest to God truth. And Brad has never sat out a podcast ever. Can anyone come up with a date where Brad's sat out a podcast? I mean, the guy lives for it. I mean, so Brad doesn't want me around. I'm not welcome. You know, whatever it is, what it is, man. You guys act like I fucking care. Big J don't give two fucks. Too much personality in one podcast. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the... I heard the Cassidy Campbell podcast was terrible. It's just what I heard. I didn't listen. Are you embarrassed McCuck called himself the bully slayer? Whatever. I mean, that's a joke. I'm not going to get butthurt over a fucking joke. Lenny said he doesn't like you. I would dispute that, honestly. I mean, Lenny doesn't like me. I don't think that's true. I think there's a couple people in the world that don't like me. Big Bread Wolf, Nate, maybe Adam McLeod, but I wouldn't even say Adam McLeod. Me and McLeod are tight. I'm going to let you guys in on after this last bullshit with trained to be a freak running his mouth with bad information. And I hope Adam's not going to be pissed. Because I don't want him to beat me up again. But after my video trying to clear the air, Adam McLeod sent me a text. And I'm not even going to give you guys the satisfaction of what he said, but me and Adam McLeod are good. That's all you need to know. Ask Adam. If you don't think I'm not gonna fucking, because Adam wasn't being an asshole. There's no reason for me to fucking show the text message. Adam was being cool as fuck. There's no reason for me to fucking show that. You guys can trust me or ask him. And if he denies it, yeah, then maybe I'll show it. How about that? You don't throw people under the bus with screenshots when they're being cool. I mean, come on, man. Thoughts on Nick Gurr? I don't think much about nigger. Happy birthday to Nick Gurr. Happy wedding anniversary to nigger. No, I'm not posting any screenshots. I'm just telling you, Adam McLeod actually texted me after my response to the Train to Be a Freak video. And he was cool as fuck about it. And that's why I'm not gonna post the fucking screenshots, because he was cool as fuck. You don't throw somebody under the bus when they're cool as fuck. if somebody wants to be cool as fuck, I'm not going to throw you under the fucking bus. So, and yes, Adam did text me after my retaliation to the Train to Be a Freak video, and he was cool as fuck. And I'm not going to share it. That's the truth. That's between me and Adam. I mean, you don't trash somebody when they're cool as fuck to you. You can talk about it, but you don't throw them under the fucking bus. And I wouldn't even be throwing them under the bus. I mean, we're already talking about it, but I'm still not going to do it. I'm still not going to do it. Because you just don't do that. I really like what Adam tried to do the other night, and I'm not going to betray his trust. And I know that sounds fucked up, and it is, but sometimes even a barbarian like me needs to try and behave like a man. What can I do? I'm a barbarian, and I am not look like bare hands. Yeah, my hands are all fucked up. I don't have pretty hands. I think a lot of it is from throwing the shot put in sports. Jay, how would you fist Kim Haynes? Why would I want to fist Kim Haynes? Wouldn't I want to keep that booty tight? Big Gay, you interact with all your fans more than the other misfits. I'll tell you what. How many of you fuckers? I try and respond to every fucking DM I get to the Detroit Diesel. I mean, come on, man. If you guys have direct messaged the Detroit Diesel, I try and get back to you. I mean, maybe I'm not perfect, but I guarantee you I'm better than Lenny or if Brad or fucking Prince Andrew, I guarantee it. I'll, I'll put my reputation on the line. I am better about getting back to you guys through DMs on Instagram than Lenny, Brad, or Prince Andrew. So, yes, I do interact with the fans, but that's because I want something back. I'm not doing that for you. You 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 think because you sent me a cute picture of Nate getting a pineapple shoved up his ass. You think the fact that I liked that somehow me and you are friends now? See, slow it down a little bit. Let me explain to you the real story. I clicked like on your DM of your picture of Nate taking a fucking pineapple up his ass because not because I like you or I need you. I'm fucking using you to build my fucking army. I'm like the fucking Hitler of the fucking misfits. I need to smoke. I'm ready. Use me. Has anybody ever loved you? I need a cigarette to answer that. The bedroom Hitler. Let's get smokes. Lefty Nero just said, let's get smokes. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to be good, not smoking, but a little bit buzzed. I'd like to give in to the craving. No, I'm not taking you guys to get smokes. Good. 7 hours tonight, Jay. No 7 hours. Is Big Lenny's Last Erection on here? I'm giving a shout out to Big Lenny's Last Erection. I'll leave the live on when I go inside. I know how the Masters militia works. You guys want me to leave the live on
Violation,
so that
14
you
hour
can
workday
talk
limit,
amongst
11 hour
yourselves.
driving limit.
Like, you guys use my live stream like a chat room. You people don't understand the significance of the purple face mask. The African brain is so simple that the color purple fucking confuses it and it fires incorrectly. Like they only know red or blue. Purple fucks over the African primate. It's fucking gorgeous. back. Yes. Chesterfields. Have any of you ever seen the movie fucking True Romance? Don't call me a PM. Big J for the UK. That's right. Once I get that big K or big J for the UK page, nice and big and strong, here's what I'm going to do with that page. Big J for the UK. You guys want to know what I'm doing with the big J for the UK page? You know what I want to do with that page? Here's what I want to do with that page. I want to get every big badass motherfucker in the United Kingdom on that page. Then I'm going to fucking organize a Misfits get together. And I might not be able to be there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the pub, and we're going to do this in Gorilla Juice's hometown, where he lives or where his mother lives. And shit, I'm going to pay for the fucking first $200 worth of beer. But you got to prove to the fucking bartender that you follow Big J and the Big K. Or Big J for the Big K. For the UK. Whatever, I'm fucked up. We're going to organize a pub night where I buy the first $200 worth of beer for any maniac in the United Kingdom that wants to go to the pub in Gorilla Juice's hometown. I'm going to pay for the first $200 worth of beer. And we're going to do it in Gorilla Juice's hometown, or we might do it at near the college where he's a teacher. And we'll see if Andrew shows up, because what is the second part of the plan? I can't legally say the second part of the plan. The first part of the plan is we build the channel. We get a bunch of UK motherfuckers on there that love the Misfits, love Lenny, love Jay, love Brad, love Andrew. I don't care if you love fucking Nate or love Jason Genova. I want all the Misfit maniacs that live in the UK to follow my other page, Big J for the UK. And I'm gonna organize a bar night, a pub night, and I'm gonna pay for the first $200 worth of beer at a pub near where Gorilla Juice lives. And we'll we'll see how that works out. It's on Instagram. Big J for the UK on Instagram. And we're we're seriously gonna do this. Dude, $200 is nothing. But for a lot of you guys, that might be fun. Get together, meet a bunch of maniacs. And trust me, we're going to post fucking Gorilla Juice's face, and he's not going to be welcome to take part of the $200. Big J for the UK. Right. I created that whole page for you guys, my misfit maniacs in the UK. And I'm going to sponsor the first $200 of beer at a pub near where Gorilla Juice's mother lives or where he teaches school at a college. Because I heard I heard that he teaches surgery on dead people to medical students, and I'm gonna do this. And if I can get shit, if I can get fucking half a dozen or a dozen fucking skinheads together that are of like-minded people, I'd more than gladly pay the first $200 of your bar tab. And I'm going to do it. And what we're going to do is after we organize this bar night, I'm going to call the pub. I'm going to give them my credit card number, and I'm going to prepay for the first $200 worth of beer. And you're going to have to show that you follow Big J for the UK on Instagram to partake in the fruits. And we're going to get a bunch of big motherfuckers from the UK that love the Misfits, love Lenny, love Jay, love Brad, love Andrew, love Nate. I don't care who you like. We're just going to get a bunch of like-minded people together at a bar right in Gorilla Juice's hometown. And I'm going to pay for the first $200 worth of beer. And then whatever happens, happens. Gumball machine deadlift. This cocksucker known as Gorilla Juice. He thinks he's untouchable because I'll never go to the United Kingdom to whoop his fucking ass. And he's right. I won't. But what I will do is I'll build an Instagram page and I will fill it full of fucking fans and hopefully some skinhead motherfuckers that are like-minded like me, some good British fucking skinheads, and I'll pay for the first $200 worth of fucking beer. And then what you guys decide to do with the information that we're going to post, you do with that information what you want. Lefty Nero says, oi, oi, oi. That's right. Thoughts on Hitler? Hitler was a clown. What we're going to do is going to be intercontinental misfit fucking unity, because I don't care what side of the misfits you're on. Brad doesn't like me. Brad hates me. Brad hates Gorilla Juice. Andrew hates Gorilla Juice. McCuck hates Gorilla Juice. Nate hates Gorilla Juice. Lenny probably doesn't even know who Gorilla Juice is, but that's just Lenny. I'm gonna build that channel, and then I'm gonna fucking find a fucking local pub right near his mom's house, which is the address I have, I believe, or the university where he works, and I'm gonna pay the first $200 American money on beer for all the maniacs that can prove to the bartender that they're a friend of mine. And then the chips will fall where they may. If nothing happens, so be it. Like Tebow, has anybody ever loved you? Yeah.
Upcoming violation, 8-hour rest limit.
you fuckheads in the UK, you need to follow my page. If you love the Misfits, what we're going to do on Big J for the UK, you're going to do the best thing you could ever do for the Misfits. And I don't care if you hate me, love me, it doesn't matter. You ask Brad. Brad wanted to fly to fucking the UK and kick Gorilla Juice's ass himself. Andrew would love to see Gorilla Juice get the dog shit beat out of him. And this is the best idea I came up with to try and make this maybe happen. Where we get a pack of skinheads all together on the Big J for the UK page. And then I pay for the first $200 of beer. And then you guys go to his mom's house or his dad's house or whatever address we have for him. And let it rip. Let it fucking rip. That's why we invented the Big J for the UK page. To get the fucking like-minded fucking skinheads a place to go where they could communicate, coordinate, and network and all come together like Ian Stewart beckoning. Who's Ian Stewart? Ian Stewart was a skinhead rocker. Okay. Thoughts on the IRA? I really don't know enough about the Irish Republican Army to really comment on that. Um, 10-year-old Jay, I'm going to answer this question. What would 10-year-old Jay think of me now? 10-year-old Jay would probably be asking me, why are you so fat? Why are you smoking? Why are you drinking? And my answer to 10-year-old Jay was, it's complicated. What's up, Zach? You got swastikas in your fucking name. Are you going to help me out with this thing? I really don't care. What happened in your childhood? Um, I was really in love with several of my babysitters, and I wanted them to molest me, and they never did. So I feel sexual frustration because I was never molested by an older female like I craved. I mean, I, as a 10-year-old boy, I craved sexual molestation by an older female, um, and I never quite got it. And I want to somehow fulfill that.
Upcoming violation, 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
That's real Freudian. Father, what sets and reps should UK maniacs do on their first bench press session in 4 months? Um, I'm a I'm I'm kind of a big follower of Jason Blaha German high volume training. I I would do 4 sets of or 5 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 10 with a light weight. Dude, my hair is looking fucking sweet. I'm fucking awesome. I'm fucking so awesome. I know Prince Andrew is probably watching this, and he's he's probably laughing, like saying to himself, Jesus Christ, Jay, no you didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I don't give a fuck. Adam McLeod doxed Gorilla Juice back when he was Leisure Suit Larry. And he's now Hobo Splendido. He is the ultimate enemy of everything Misfits. I've never seen Gorilla Juice backpedal or fucking pray for fucking sympathy than when Adam McLeod doxed Gorilla Juice. And I thought it was fucking awesome. And when Adam McLeod did that, dude, he had my support 100%. See, I'm a little bit. See, that's one of the reasons I got so pissed at Adam. Is he fucking backpedaled after he fucking doxed um, the Andrew from fucking the UK? I mean, Adam McLeod used his technology abilities to 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 push fucking Gorilla Juice back, and Gorilla Juice was shrimp backing on everything, and then when um Adam kind of pussed out after that. Adam went into hiding. He claimed he sold the New Universal Order account, and that pissed me off a lot because Adam had finally done something that was good for all the misfits and all the maniacs. Adam made a stand against Gorilla Juice. And that little pussy in the United Kingdom was so fucking scared. And I want to, the guy thinks he's a fucking wise ass. Adam McLeod had him fucking backpedaling. And then Adam, basically Adam fucking ditched us all after Adam fucking calling out all out war on Gorilla Juice. Adam fucking backed out of the fucking game. I mean, come on, man. Now it's time for us to finish the fight. Right? Let's do it. You can do it. Any misfit maniac can come up with 100 different reasons to go after Gorilla Juice or Hobo Splendido or whatever you want to call them. You can love Jay, you can hate Jay. He's gone after Brad, he's gone after fucking Andrew. This man needs to be destroyed. He's the one troll that it just needs his fucking ass kicked. And I think when Adam doxed him, Adam had a lot of good information. I think Adam doxed either his dad's house or his mom's house. But since then, I've got some new information that Gorilla Juice only lives there part of the year. Gorilla Juice actually works at a university. He must be somewhat of an educated guy, because I guess he teaches surgery on dead people to students. That's cool. You know, that's a successful person. Why the fuck, if he's a success like that, why the fuck is he dedicating his online life to try and wage war with the Delray Misfits? I want that guy's ass fucking beat. And I'm going to make it happen. Adam didn't make it happen. Adam backed out. Adam had that little fucking cocksucker on the ropes. And then Adam went in full retreat mode. And I think Adam McLeod should come out of the fucking woodwork and go back after Gorilla Juice. Personally. I mean, it's just... I think what Adam did, Gorilla Juice is... I can think of it in a good analogy, like if Gorilla Juice... Oh, there's a little bright red 65 fucking Mustang coupe. Looks like Dale Chance. If Gorilla Juice is a hornet's nest, Adam McLeod fucking shot a flaming arrow into the hornet's nest. And then once the hornets came out, Adam McLeod went running for the fucking hills. he fucked over basically everyone else who didn't go running for the fucking hills. So now it's the rest of us who aren't running for the hills. We need to take this motherfucker out. And whatever. It is what it is. I got a decent friend in the UK who knows a lot more about Gorilla Juice than Adam ever had. And people DM me all the time like, oh, I live, 30 miles from him or this and that. Good. Let's all get together on the Big J for the UK page. Listen to some Sex Pistols or some Ramones. And let's go kick the snot out of this guy. Let's fucking beat the dog shit out of this guy. For everybody in the Misfits world. I mean, Brad's not my friend. Brad hates my guts. Brad hates this guy. And I still want to go after this guy. We'll see if Brad gets behind this. We'll see if Andrew gets behind this. We'll see if Nate gets behind this. A lot of misfits don't have a fucking sack. All right? And I'm not going to name names, but a lot of misfits, and I'm talking the OG misfits, don't have the sack. They just want to sit back and fucking do their own thing. Well, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of some cocksucker from the UK trying to bully the misfits when I can gather up a bunch of misfit maniacs from the UK to beat the dog shit out of that guy. And that's what we're going to do. So you're either with me or you're not, or you don't give a fuck. You just want to troll. I don't really care. I'm liking what I did with my hair. Kind of pushing it over like Hitler. Makes it look thicker. There goes that little red 65. It's a cute car, Dale. Johnny Bravo. What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. My cleaner. Ready for tomorrow.
What kind of motor you got in that thing?
That one, Packard.
Packard?
Yeah,
How many horsepower?
445, 455.
455?
Yeah.
455 Packard?
Yeah.
That's a big fucking turbo.
Yeah, very big. I like the engine. A lot of people don't like it, but it's new in the truck only couple years. Just here. But this engine working very quiet, no noise. All good.
I can tell by the size of it, that turbo is bigger than mine.
Really?
Yeah, and this is a 455 Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah, it's a little big. Yeah. I want the model is NX13. The model. NX13. Fuck. It's the model that one. That one's used Kenworth and Peterbilt replaced the Caterpillar for Packard.